and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our Maserati F1 Manager series. And we are coming off the back of our best ever result in this series. So before we get into any spoilers, if you haven't seen the previous episode in this series, do go back and watch the race in Monza. You can find it all here on YouTube. It's in the Maserati playlist, so check that one out before you return back here today, as we will be heading towards Baku. But yes, last time out in Monza, we had a great upgrade package that we delivered post-summer. We didn't really see the effects of that in Zandvoort, but certainly in Monza, really suited to the high-speed track there. And we came away with 5th place for Franco Colapinto, 6th place for Zane Maloney. Took advantage of some cars struggling, of course, but still, that was a magnificent result for us. And it's done great things for us in the constructors. So Williams had jumped us the previous race, but we take a whopping 24 points across that sprint weekend. And we now have a 20-point margin on Williams and just 12 points back on Aston Martin. So if the car is performing better than Aston Martin, and we've always got a chance against Aston, especially Stroll, so who knows, we might be able to finish as high as 5th. But 7th is certainly in the bag now. At worst case scenario, we'll finish 7th. So it looks like we're going to finish somewhere between 5th and 7th. But that was a mega result for us in Monza. And Drivers' Championship, Zane Maloney moves back into the top 10. So that'd be a great result in his first season. And Franco Colapinto is 11 points back on him. But both drivers scoring good points for us this year. And let's see how we go in Baku. We've got 11 days until Baku. It's round 15, so we've got 6 races left of this season. But we're not going to be doing any more design work. So we are going to start going into a research now. We've done very minimal research. I normally do a lot of research. So we're probably going to start the 2026 season on a little bit of the back foot. But yeah, we wanted to design this car a little bit more and get some good results, which we're now getting. So we're not going to design this car anymore. So the final 6 races, the car is going to be as is. So let us start some research projects and we'll go heavy on CFD for this front wing and wind tunnel hours as well. And we'll just bump these right up there. Let's do that. That's going to be 1 engineer, and that's a cost of $1.8 million. That's probably all we can do, because that's bumped us down to less than $1 million again. So kind of finance limited at the moment in terms of what we can do. So hopefully we'll get some more cash from our race targets in this next race. Okay, we've also got our next driver development update. No change in their overall and limited change in their stats, apart from Franco Colapinto has improved his accuracy from 83 to 84 now. Pit crew training for this month, and the pit crew were looking pretty tired, so we've had to put a lot of rest in, unfortunately. So that means we are going to lose some stats here on wheel gun. So I've tried to limit as much as possible. So -2 on wheel gun. Car building is basically staying the same, and estimated pit stop staying the same. So we're not going to make any gains really in our pit crew this month. Cumulative tab, as always, just creeping over to tired on both race Sundays. Chance of mistake 13% in Baku and 13% in Singapore. So that's as best we can do across this month. Okay, we have got some new side pods completed, but unfortunately we've not got the cash to manufacture them at the moment, so we won't get them on the car yet. Oh, we might be able to get them on the car now, though, because our sponsor plan has just been achieved. 1.7 million. Did we have any man treat? No. But yes, that has given us 2.2 million. So those side pods. Oh, I think we've just manufactured an old variant, haven't we? So we're going to have to wait for that to finish. Are we getting low on some parts? We've got 4 chassis, four front wings. Probably do with 1 more rear wing there. Let's just use this money to make sure we've got enough parts for the next few races. Side pods will do once that finishes. Underfloor, we're going to need another couple of those. It's 800. Let's just do 1 for now. I'm going to save some money for those side pods. And suspension, yeah. So as soon as that side pod manufacturing is done, we'll manufacture the new ones. Hopefully we'll get them in time for Singapore. Let's do our new sponsor plan. As always, we're looking at these negative effects and trying to limit those. So scout team, not too bothered about that. Race, that's fine. That's fine as well. And another school event, that should be enough to hit the target. And we've got a mandatory activity there, so we should get quite a bit for that next sponsorship target. A new regulation vote. Is this a vote or is this a result? I forget now. If we had a previous vote, let's have a look. So regulation change. Taking this in, we're proposing new financial regulations for the 2026 season. They would like to reduce the cost cap. No, I don't want that. I'm going to vote against it. I'd imagine the smaller teams would vote in favour. The bigger teams wouldn't in real life. Side pods are done. So, should be able to get on there. But we want to manufacture our new side pods. We'll do 2 of those. 900,000. So, we're back down to 700,000. Really struggling with money at the moment. But we should have enough parts for the next few races. Build that cash back up. A rear wing research is completed, but again, we're not got enough money to do another research project, so really struggling on the money front at the moment. Okay, we've arrived at Baku then, and we're ready to set our race targets. And it's going to be the same as it has been for most of this season. 18 for hire for Franco, 18 for hire for Maloney. Let us get into practice and see what setups we can get for the boys.
Now this happened as they
Antonelli's had a few crashes this year, and there's another one here in practice 3 in Baku.
The car with a
just
crash
lets the car drift out wide there, flips the wall.
But I think that was
a little bit of damage, but he can continue in this session. Okay, practice in Baku completed and absolutely perfect on Franco's side of the garage. 100% on all metrics, so he's perfectly set up as we head to qualifying. Zane Maloney, 100% on track acclimatization and car parts knowledge. His setup satisfaction was at, I think, 98%. And we tried to be a little bit greedy to get it to 100%, but we didn't quite finish that setup. So he should unlock that within Q1, I'd imagine. So I think his driver preparation will also be 100% once we get into qualifying. So both drivers looking good as we head to quali. Here we go then, in Baku qualifying. Let's get them out straight away. Get 1 lap in, see where we're sitting. And probably we'll need to go out again, depending. But this looks good for traffic. No traffic at all here, by the looks of it. Let's have a look at the sector times while we're here. So 35.6 first sector for Colapinto, 35.7 for Maloney, so a tenth down, 40.9, 41.1. So Maloney's probably 2 to 3 tenths off at the moment. Colapinto might also get a bit of a tow here. Maloney's going to be across the line first. Let's see what time he sets. Maloney. It is a 1:43.6. Colapinto likely to go quicker, and he does by 6 tenths. That's a big margin there. So let's see what the rest of the grid does. We've got a red flag. We're both in the drop zone. I think there's enough time to get the session restarted. I hope so. If not, we're starting 20th and 22nd here. And it's Yuki Tsunoda. Oh, we saw Antonelli do that in practice, but that's a bit more aggressive from Yuki. And he is out of this session and out in Q1 for Red Bull. Yes, we will restart the session. 5 minutes left of this session. We'll get them out right at the end here. Yuki, well, he is currently 10th, but he'll probably be out, I'd imagine. Right, here we go then. We're out on our final runs here in Q1. Just having a look at traffic. I don't think we've got traffic because I think Stroll and Piastri are on flying laps. I don't know about these up here if they're on flying laps, but we are going quicker through that first sector. 35.1 for Colapinto. 35.4 for Maloney, though. He's quite a bit off the pace, isn't he? We know that setup might have not been locked in, and that might be hampering him. He's also, his gearbox, don't worry, we have got good parts in, but his gearbox is getting down a little bit, 60%. That's still fine to use, but Franco's is a little bit better at 80%. Maloney's only got 1 more gearbox left after that. That's why we've put the 60% one in. Absolutely fine, as I say, until it gets down to about 40%. That might hamper him a little bit, perhaps. Not too much, though. I think it's more that setup. 40.4 in the second sector, 40.7. So what? He's currently about 6 tenths of a second off. Is Maloney. So I think Maloney is going to be really struggling to make it out of Q1 here. Colapinto looks like he is going quicker here. Is it going to be quick enough, though? It's quick enough for P6 for Franco Colapinto. What about Zane Maloney? Wow, that is very poor. 8 tenths of a second off his teammate. So a massive margin between our 2 drivers. So Maloney is out. Colapinto is through. Is Yuki Tsunoda... I think Yuki Tsunoda is technically through to Q2, but he won't be going any further than that. So it means one less car for Colapinto to beat if he's to make it through to Q3. We're through to Q2. And Maloney was jumped at the end there, so he starts dead last. Very poor session for Zane Maloney then. Right, Q2 going to send Franco out straight away, but he's on a scrub set of tyres first of all. Oscar Piastri's got some damage, it looks like, running in this session, so that might hamper him. Colapinto, what's he on a scrub set? A lot of traffic there as well, so not expecting this to be as quick as time, but we'll go out again right at the end of the session. Right, Franco Colapinto is out then, but he's got a lot of traffic. He's got to get past Alonso, Russell and Leclerc here, so I'm hoping they're going to get out of the way. Let's jump on board, but I feel we might be held up at some point here, depending where we catch these drivers. Right, the first two out of the way nicely. Now it's Leclerc. Will we catch Leclerc? We should do. Might even catch Verstappen at the end here. We did go green through the first sector. Albon didn't go out, didn't set a lap, so we're at least qualifying P14 here. And we've only got to find a couple of attempts, 2-3 attempts perhaps, to get through to Q3. So there's a good opportunity here for Franco Colapinto. We're not going to catch Verstappen. We should catch Leclerc here. And we've got to really hope he gets out of the way nicely for us. And he does. All of the traffic out of the way very nicely for Franco Colapinto. And he should be clear now to run to the line. What time will he set? Is it going to be enough for Q3? He goes quicker through the second sector. That was on a scrub set, and he's only got to find, I'd say, 2-3 attempts here, it looks like. Depending on what Sainz does and Hadjar, because they're on flying laps by the looks of it as well. But here we go, Franco Colapinto to the line then. Where does he go here? In Q2. Will it be enough? Franco up to P8. I think that is going to be enough. Sainz or Hadjar, but they're both on in-laps. And they are now. Sainz has finished. So I think we are through. We are indeed. Colapinto makes it through then to Q3. We've only got one fresh set of soft that I'd like to try and keep for the race. So we're going to just do one run right at the end of the session on scrub set of tyres. Realistically, we're probably only fighting with Sainz and Alonso. So it doesn't make sense really to abuse those tyres too much. So let's see how we go at the end here. Here we go then, Colapinto on his one and only lap. I'd say scrub set of tyres here. Traffic getting out of the way nicely. We're probably expecting to be P10 here. Although Alonso and Sainz quite a way off the pace there. But then a lot of them are from, yeah, Antonelli, Piastri, Norris, Alonso, Sainz. Way off the pace being set by certainly Verstappen, but the top four there. Verstappen, Red Bull looks good, Ferrari looks good, and Russell in the other Merc looking pretty good. Well, what can Colapinto do here? It looks like it is going to be P10. Yeah, a long way off the pace on that scrub set. But that's absolutely fine. We save a set of tyres and we start the race in the top 10. And the full classification, Verstappen did hold on to that pole. So it's Verstappen in first, Leclerc second, Hamilton third, Russell fourth, Antonelli fifth, Piastri sixth, Lando Norris seventh, Alonso eighth, Sainz ninth, and as we saw, Franco Colapinto 10th. In contrast to his teammate, with Franco starting 10th, Zane Maloney starts dead last, so a lot of work for Zane Maloney to do as we jump into some strategy. Okay, strategy for this one then. Colapinto starts P10 as we said, Maloney P20. Going to go on the same strategy in terms of a two-stopper, but quite different in the approach. Colapinto's going to go soft, medium, softs. He's in amongst the pack, so we want him on those soft tyres competing with that top 10. Maloney, well actually I just realised he's starting 20th, so there's a couple of penalties being taken because it should have been 22nd of course, so he's up a couple of places at least. But being at the back, I want him to go longer on that first stint. Gives him a better chance if there's a safety car to get a cheap, easy pit stop. So he's going long on the mediums till lap 26. In comparison, Colapinto's in lap 18. And then he's going aggressive on attack for the final two stints on the soft. So different setup for both drivers because where they are on the track. But hopefully we can get a good result with both as we begin this Grand Prix in Baku. Let's get underway then in Baku. We've got 4 lights, we've got 5, and it's Max Verstappen that gets us underway. which tends to happen a lot. He's putting on pole a lot, but he isn't always converting into wins here in 2025. Colapinto has got pressure from Stroll on his outside. He's going to try and see him off. And Franco still battling with Stroll then. Maloney stayed in P20 as well, and it looks like Colapinto has won that battle with Stroll. Let's have a look at tyres. So no hard runners. No one's got a hard on. Unintended. And yeah, just about, I'd say most on the softs, but yeah, majority on the softs, few on the mediums. And Maloney has got past Ocon there.
How do you like that?
Oh, we love it. We love it, Zane. Are you a fan of the track in Baku? Actually, I'm not a fan of getting street circuits and city circuits all over the place, but Baku, I don't mind. I think it is a circuit that has got overtaking available to it, and that's the main thing we want for any track. So that tends to be why I don't like these street circuits, because they're, you know, a lot of them are very hard to overtake. But in truth, I don't care if it's a street circuit or a more traditional circuit, as long as it promotes good racing and overtaking. And I think the races at Baku are pretty good, so yeah, I don't mind Baku. Alright, so Maloney got past Ocon. Maloney is on the medium, so he's now got soft runners all around him here. Tyre Deg isn't aggressive at all round here.
Try to slow down a bit.
Alright, let's just ease off on the battery. Gasly's got a mechanical fault. Right, Maloney, I think he's going to be under pressure here from Ollie Behrman. And he's got not Ollie Behrman, Tsunoda. Ollie Behrman's ahead of us, sorry. It was Ocon in the other Haas behind us. And it's Tsunoda who's going through on us. Tsunoda crashed in qualifying. That's why he's so low down the grid. Colapinto remains in the DRS.
Yeah,
and he's... Oh, he won't have DRS now, though. It's because he's fighting, so he's back past Hulkenberg. So swapping and changing there. Appreciated. Now Colapinto's got Lance Stroll all over him again. Hulkenberg just about got the DRS there. And Maloney did, well, he kept the DRS on Albon, but he's looking like he's going to make the move on Albon again. And he is back into P20, but they have shaved that time to Behrman, which was over 3.5 seconds, now down to 2 seconds. So they're chasing and they're closing in on the back of that pack again, which is good for Maloney's race, especially being on that medium tyre. Next medium is Hadjar and Lawson, both RBs on the medium, as Albon's going to be back past us. They're in 14th and 15th, using 8% and 9% more tyre life than us. So Maloney might surprise a few later on in this race. As Alonso's got an issue. Got a yellow flag. Is that Alonso?
And we've had a crash on
Yes,
track.
Alonso's crashed. Fernando with Lando Norris here. Oh, it just runs out of road. Tags the barrier.
Yeah.
So Alonso's lost the DRS to Norris. How much is that damage going to cause him to lose time? Is his end plate missing on... Yeah, it is. He's missing an end plate, so he's going to lose some aero off that car. Gap is 2.4. We'll see if we start to close that. Well, that is good news for us. Alonso going into the wall. Colapinto just about keeping the DRS gap to Stroll, but he'll be back with us soon. Maloney's now in a bit of a DRS train. See, this could be where the one stop does really work, because let's just have a play about here. It says that's quicker, but that's not accounting for the traffic we're in at the moment, so we'll keep him on the original plan, but if not, we can switch him to that, and we can go medium softs. As Alonso, in fact, has to pit with that damage. So that's going to be a very long pit stop. And Alonso might be out of contention of the points with that damage and that pit stop. Promotes Colapinto to P9 momentarily as Stroll is back with us, trying to claim that position off us. But it is P9 for us.
Albon in front.
And Maloney has got past Ollie Behrman now. Finally. Maloney's had a few battles with Ollie Behrman across this year. And there we go. As Albon's got no DRS here. This is a good chance for Zane Maloney. Moving to P18. Stroll is pitting now. That's very early. He was at 60% tyre life. Stroll has gone very early then.
At the moment, you are doing a very good job.
And Maloney.
On tires.
We've got DRS, but that Williams looking a bit like a rocket ship. We're not gaining. We're coming from a long way. Only problem here is we're giving DRS. Oh dear, what's that? We had Stroll inside of us. Unlucky for us. Stroll has come out right behind Maloney in this fight, which is bad news for Stroll because we can use Maloney to hold him up here. And Maloney is trying to stay in front of Alex Albon.
You are doing a very good job
And
there.
he can't quite finish the job. Come on, Maloney. Right, there we go. Maloney has passed Albon. But yeah, Stroll takes a very early stop, so we can't undercut him now. And, but he's come out in P19.
Mode attack, mode attack.
I don't see why he went so early there, Stroll. That was too early. And Stroll's already used 11% of that new tyre, so that's working out quite well for Colapinto against Stroll. Oh, Maloney, that's getting very tight, but he's through on Doohan. He won't have DRS though on Gasly.
Good job.
As Sainz has developed a problem as he comes into the pits.
In front of you, there is Gasly.
Gasly's the car in front. Problem is, Doohan's got DRS on us. Is Doohan going to jump into the pits here, though? He may well do, you know. No, he's going to stay out for one more. If he keeps Stroll behind, that would be very nice. But are they getting ahead of us? Maloney, Stroll on the inside. Now Stroll is going to have a really good chance against Maloney. Got to try and use some battery here. Keep holding up Lance Stroll, which is helping out Colapinto. Sonoda back past Colapinto. Sainz has stopped and out in P11. And he's got clean air, so not good news for Colapinto on that one.
And what's that?
Albon's had a pit stop issue. Not good for Albono. But Maloney is still keeping Stroll behind him. Ooh, we might just get it. Stroll is really pushing. We've got no battery here. That's going to help Stroll. Sonoda jumps into the pits. Sainz's fault getting worse quite quickly, unless that's a secondary fault. Did we get DRS? No, we didn't. So that is not going to help us here. Stroll's got a great chance now to get past Maloney. But he's not going to make the move there. Right, Colapinto, we need to get in next lap. He's got Hulkenberg all over him. Right, Maloney. With Stroll. Stroll looks like he's going to get this done finally, but Phil Stroll's lost a lot of time there. He's used 19% of his tyres already.
Okay, do your best there.
And he's finally past Maloney. Right. Colapinto, yeah, Hulkenberg won't go away, will he?
Try to cool down as much as possible.
Struggled to get rid of Hulkenberg in this race. Let's see Ciara, thanks for the follow. Can we drop him? We are dropping him
The
now.
maximum level of liftoff.
Right, so Colapinto is going to be boxing next lap. Maloney's now got Tsunoda behind him as well. But he's not got the pace now. Maloney's dropped off Stroll, so that's going to be easy work for Tsunoda, you'd imagine. Hamilton in, Russell in, Hulkenberg in, Lawson is out. And we've got a safety car. Safety car. Going softs. I think Colapinto's already past the pit entry, isn't he?
And box.
Yeah.
Box is lap.
Lawson's crashed.
Let's
Lawson's
have
had
a
a
look at
big
the action.
one.
It's all at the final corner. And unable to do anything
Oh, he's just
about
hit
that
the
crash.
wall,
Their
fighting.
confidence will have taken a hit with that.
Didn't look on his near side, on the right hand side. He's just clipped the wall. And Liam
clearly
Lawson
there,
is
not what
out.
everyone-
And Maloney has got a great chance here to capitalise. Hulkenberg was into the bits as well. So Lawson is out. Colapinto will still benefit, I think. So I don't think they've caught the safety car, have they? Or have they? Let's wait and see. So still need to pit Colapinto. Coming in early with Maloney, though. Stroll is stopped again. Fair enough. Piastri's mechanical fault getting worse. Maloney's out in P14. Started the race in P20. So he'll take that. Hopefully a clean stop here. Stops on his marks. 2.7. That's good enough for us. So did Hulkenberg benefit more from that safety car than us? No, we stay ahead of Hulkenberg, which is good news. And we stay ahead of Tsunoda and Alonso and Stroll as well. That's worked out quite well for us there.
Do your best there, man.
Here we go then. Leclerc is going to choose when to bolt then.
Try
As
to
the
close
safety
the gap
car's
with
in,
the
with
car.
green flag racing. Leclerc hasn't gone yet. Still hasn't gone, Leclerc. Now he's gone. Leclerc gets underway then. That's a good restart. I think he's got Verstappen right on him, but no, Leclerc gets a good restart. Colapinto then restarts in 9th. And Maloney P14. So not too bad there for us, especially for Maloney starting P20. He's now up to P14. And Colapinto is fighting with Oscar Piastri. Piastri's struggling with an issue. And he's past Piastri and he's having a look on Carlos Sainz, who's also got an issue. Here we go, Colapinto. Ooh, nearly making 2 moves there. But not quite for Franco. So, Liam Lawson out then, clips the wall, causes a safety car. Colapinto benefits, but I think Maloney got more of a benefit. I'm going to stop again probably with both drivers here. And Maloney's going to go softs. And Colapinto currently on the medium, but he will finish on the softs as well. So what's around us here? We've got, yeah, a mixture again, haven't we? So due to go now to lap 37, and we need to sort the strategy out
Good job there.
for
In
Zane
front of
Maloney
his,
because it's
Tsunoda.
reset. So there we go, and it'll be lap 34 for Maloney then. As Maloney gets past Stroll. And Colapinto having a good look now at Carlos Sainz. Can we make this move on Carlos? Yes, we can. Can we keep it? That's another question, but Colapinto is free for now. He moves up into P7. No DRS, of course, on this safety car restart. But they are going to get a hell of a tow off us here. Maloney's used quite a bit of battery already. Colapinto a little bit more in reserve. But here we go. Colapinto's got Sainz on him. Hulkenberg on him. Piastri's dropping backwards. Really struggling with that issue, it looks like. DRS now enabled. They will get it on this second DRS zone. As Gasly's fault is getting worse as well. A few cars starting to struggle. Colapinto, this is the second DRS zone then. As you can see, the rear wing opens on Sainz and Hulkenberg behind us. We use a bit of battery to pull away here. Sainz from a long way back there. Ooh, nearly tagging our rear wheel, our left rear wheel there, but get away with it. Maloney is past Piastri. We'll hopefully get a replay of that. But here we go again. Carlos Sainz with another chance on Colapinto.
You're doing a good job, Alonso in front of you.
Here's the replay.
Here we go. Get that replay of Maloney on Piastri.
Closely here. The opportunity begging
Well, this is
to be
obviously
taken.
going on for a long time because we didn't even see Piastri, so we're obviously alongside him down to that left-hander. Maloney up to 12th, Piastri down to P13, really struggling with his issues in that McLaren. Here comes Carlos Sainz again. He must be getting frustrated in this fight with Colapinto. He's on the inside again, but Colapinto just seems to be getting better traction out there. Sainz down to 76%. We've lost 7 seconds to the top 6, so we're not going to be finishing any higher than the top 6, unless obviously the top 6 have an incident. Here comes Carlos Sainz again. And again, Colapinto doing the business. Stays in P7. W safety car indeed. Addy Lawson always helping everyone to bring out the safety car. Yes, indeed. That was well timed for us, certainly for Maloney. And Colapinto really both benefited from it. But Maloney certainly, who's now up to P11, started P20, having a good race now, Zane. And this on Fernando Alonso. Alonso is hampered. He's got a bit of damage on that car. And there we go, into P11. Stroll, who made that early stop and has boxed again under the safety car, really has not helped his race, is he? Down to 13th. He is on the hard tyre. Maybe he's trying to stretch him to the end as we've got another yellow flag. Yellow flags should normally mean contact with the wall in Baku.
There's a yellow flag now.
And it's Kimi Antonelli, not seeing any damage. Say he's had quite a few collisions across this season. He's just tagged the wall. He might get away with that one. Does mean we're no longer 6 seconds off this top 6. We're now 3 seconds as Kimi Antonelli falls back to P6. But yeah, not showing any damage. So it looks like Kimi's got away with that one. And this is deja vu, isn't it? Carlos Sainz all over the back of us. Tsunoda has surprised me that he's not being able to move past Hulkenberg, Sainz and ourselves, but we'll see how that continues. Maloney, I want to try and push him up now to this battle. Maloney's only 1.6 off this battle now. He's going to be under pressure, Maloney, from Alonso, though. Carlos Sainz. We've seen this before on the inside, but typically Colapinto's being able to hang out on the outside, but Sainz looks a little bit closer this time, but no. Has to settle again for P8. Gets the second stab at it here with the DRS. Comes Sainz on the inside. How far up is he? Not enough. As Hadjar's developed a mechanical fault, he's behind us down P19. Been nearly with Antonelli. Has Antonelli maybe got some problem, but it's not showing? Seem to be catching him pretty quickly, but we are attacking on this tyre. Got to get this tyre to lap... Well, we haven't got to, but we're planning to get it to lap 37. It's another 11 laps. I feel we can just keep attacking on it. As I say, the deg is so low round Baku. And we're probably going to get DRS on Antonelli here. I've got 2 seconds on Hulkenberg. There is Antonelli. Has he got a end plate missing there? Yeah, no, he hasn't. He has still got his end plate. Yeah, this is not showing us any damage, and I can't visually see, unless his confidence has taken a knock, because he's been very slow the last couple of laps. Last lap, we took half a second out of him. So we're going to get some DRS here.
Doing a good job. At the moment, to be
Maloney is past Sainz. Sainz has really dropped backwards now. Sainz obviously really struggling with that issue, and Maloney is through then, I believe. That's into the points for P10. It is indeed. So Maloney into P10. He'll have Sainz all over him. We'll keep attacking on those sides for now. Colapinto then. DRS on Kimi Antonelli. And this is going to be job done, isn't it? Oh, Antonelli much later on the brakes, though. This is what Colapinto's been doing to Sainz. Roles reversed here. And Tsunoda is now clear, so that's not good news. Still 2.5 seconds ahead of him. Here comes Franco again. Can he make the move here on Kimi Antonelli? Yes, he can. Can Kimi come back to him, though, through here? This is what we saw with Sainz battling away. But I think Colapinto gets it done. He does. This battle's probably going to carry on. But yeah, Antonelli obviously struggling a little bit since clipping the wall. And Colapinto is up to P6. Colapinto, sorry, all over the back of that McLaren now. Antonelli nearly losing the DRS here. Colapinto, we don't really want to be getting the move done here because, yes, it's a good move, but you're just going to give the DRS to Lando Norris. And he's going to get a nice tow here as well. So, good move, Franco, but probably not the wisest thing to do, because Norris got a great chance coming straight back at us. But at the moment, that is actually P5 for us. But here comes Lando with that DRS. Antonelli did get DRS as well. But we're going to keep Lando behind for now. Colapinto, 68%. He's having a great race, is Franco. Alonso is back into the pits. Have we got anyone else due a pit stop soon? Not really, I'd suggest, for the next few laps.
At the moment, we are P9 in front of
Maloney has passed
Tsunoda.
Hülkenberg. So Hülkenberg's starting to go backwards now as well. Maloney into P9. That's from a long way back. Maloney, lots of confidence through to P9. And here comes Maloney then.
I'm in the pit lane.
So we're looking at Ocon and Doohan. Hopefully they peel into the pits themselves. Hülkenberg pits as well, so that's covered him off from getting the undercut. So yeah, just look out for Ocon and Doohan. Do keep an eye on my fuel chat so I don't forget about that. 2.5, we like that. Doohan and Ocon in. Beautiful stuff there. There's Ollie Behrman, who actually we're a lot closer to than we thought.
At the moment, we are P14.
And we've just stayed out ahead of Ollie Behrman, so that's worked even better. And then we've got 3.5 seconds to Albon. And Hamilton finally pits. So we're going to see a monumental moment here as Franco Colapinto comes over the start-finish line. He's going to pass Lewis Hamilton in the pits. And Franco Colapinto leads a race. Not on merit, of course, in terms of where we are currently in the race, because we're yet to make our second stop. But it's nice to see, isn't it? Franco Colapinto in his Maserati is leading this race in Baku. We'll take a safety car right now, please. Oh, this is not good for Maloney. Losing a lot of time here with Piastri and Albon squabbling. Colapinto's going to have Antonelli all over him. Oh, God. Come on, Maloney. You need to get Piastri here. Needs to get Piastri into this corner here, so he has DRS on Albon. Then he'll have both of them done before T1. And that's what we need to do, Zane. And that is good work. Force Piastri out a little bit wide. The only problem here is we don't get DRS. As Lando Norris is into the pits.
You're doing a good job.
Need to get that done. Hopefully he can keep Piastri behind. Get a tow, and then he'll get Albon. Not in this DRS zone, but maybe the next one. And here we go. As I say, Antonelli, I think he literally lost his driver confidence. So, as we see here, driver confidence very high. The higher it is, you get a buff on your statistics. So I think when Antonelli tapped the wall, he had no damage, but I think he would have gone to very low confidence, and that's why he was going slow. But now he's put in a few good laps. He's done some overtakes. His confidence will be back up. And that's why we're seeing Antonelli come back at Colapinto. So we've not really got the pace to fight with Antonelli. But we're still on for a good haul of points here if we can keep it all together. Maloney has got that move done on Alex Albon. Right, Colapinto is going to be jumping into the pits then. Antonelli stays out. That's good. And Yuki stays out as well. So is Maloney going to jump his teammate here? We'll ask him to get out of the way if he does, because Colapinto's going to have a good advantage on tyres here. And we've had, not the greatest to stop that one, but we've had clean pit stops all the way through here. Where is Maloney? There he is. And we're going to ask him not to fight his teammate here. As we've got a yellow flag. No, safety car. At the complete wrong moment there. There's Kimi Antonelli.
Something's happened.
He's going to benefit from that. It's Jack Doohan.
Now we're through the last turn.
And Lance Stroll can take advantage of this as well. Is this the same thing? Same thing what Lawson done.
They may have been keen to leave their mark.
Trying to go side by side, clips the wall. Oh, why was that not a lap earlier? Why was that not a lap earlier? It's a red flag. They've red flagged it. And that's even worse for us. Because it means Stroll doesn't even need a pit now. Oh, no. Oh, Doohan. Jack getting back on Colapinto. Exactly.
As for the team back
exactly,
in the garage,
Addy. Jack Doohan's had the last laugh on Franco there. And if that red flag was a lap earlier, Colapinto would have started the restart, what, P3, P4. Instead, we're 8th and 9th. And everyone's going to be on nice, sticky tyres now. So Colapinto will keep on that. And get a little bit of fresher tyres on Maloney. Tsunoda jumps us, Stroll jumps us, and Antonelli and Colapinto. Bill should get double points.
all drivers have taken their positions again. Once more, they're
Oh, that's
ready to
unlucky.
race. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Try to minimize the gap with the car in front.
All right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Final 11 laps then. And we'll let our two drivers fight. As Maloney having a look at Tsunoda. Oh, that's really unlucky timing. Bad timing for us. We took advantage of the first one though, so we can't have it all our own way. Max unlucky doing well. Yeah, unlucky on that one, definitely. Colapinto is into P6. What happened there? Franco
But this is what happened.
has got a double done there.
Now look, here we head into turn 2. The gap opens up for them.
Franco got past Yuki, and then he's past Antonelli, was it? No, he's not quite got it done on Antonelli. He's right side by side with Antonelli again. Maloney's past Yuki as well. So here we go. We're up to 6th and 8th. Let's have a look at tyres, actually. Yeah, everyone on the softs, apart from Bortoletto on the mediums. And I think you can pretty much attack all the way here. Yeah, you can attack. You can get away with attacking all the way to the end here. So tyres are not really going to come into it.
At the moment, they are going well.
Colapinto showing levels. He is. Maloney's got past Antonelli as well.
We should be able to take a look here.
We're firing on all cylinders on this restart. Here comes Zane Maloney.
It's
Quite timid through there, but gets his elbows out. And he's through. Maloney's using a lot of battery. Maloney's struggling to stay with them. Maloney's struggling with the pace here. I'm thinking Kelly live today, and yes, sorry my English. No, all good, Atty, all good, buddy. A yellow flag. Was that behind us there? Along Antonelli? I was looking at chat, and Antonelli
not quite sure
is
what's
gone.
happened there.
I think it was
Here we
seen in
are,
the background
tackling turn 3.
for you BDI viewers, but I glanced at chat, I heard a
And
bang.
makes contact with the wall.
Oh, and there
I
he
imagine
goes.
their confidence
Antonelli
will have taken a knock.
has locked up straight into the barriers, and I don't think Kimi is a threat to us now. I think that's just a virtual. Antonelli has binned it. And Baku never fails to disappoint.
Now this was at turn 3.
Here we go, another replay of it. Just a big lockup.
And
Oh,
there's
straight
contact.
into the barrier. Colapinto. Tsunoda is all over Maloney as well. Maloney couldn't quite get the DRS on Stroll. So that's not ideal for Maloney. Colapinto holds on though. Doesn't look like Maloney does though. Maloney's trying it on the outside though. Does hold on. Maloney can't get to the DRS though of Stroll. He needs that to protect himself from Tsunoda. So both Stroll and Tsunoda are going to have a go on our drivers here. First of all, Stroll on the inside. Tsunoda looks a little bit further alongside Maloney. Yes, and Tsunoda is going to get that done. Can Maloney fight back through this right-hander? Yes, he can. Come on, Maloney.
Behind.
Try and stay in it.
It's 2 seconds from you. Try to recover your previous race.
Right, it's going to have to just settle in there. Right, Colapinto will top up through here again. Same again. Actually, Stroll has lost time here. This is the time to attack. Stroll had just lost some time there. If we can break the DRS. Come on, Franco. Maloney needs to hold on to the DRS there. Vital that Maloney holds on to the DRS. Colapinto is pushing. Colapinto's broken the DRS to Stroll. Leclerc starts the final lap. Tsunoda is all over Stroll. Maloney should get DRS. He's a little bit further back though, is Maloney. I'm not sure what Maloney can do. It might be P8 for Zane Maloney here. But Colapinto now has a brilliant chance to achieve P5. Because Stroll is not going to get DRS. He holds off Tsunoda. Colapinto can continue to push. It's 1.6 now to Stroll. I think Stroll did use his battery, and that battery has gone. Maloney has DRS. Stroll doesn't. Stroll's got slipstream on Yuki. Can Maloney send it? Come on. Come on, Zane. Zane Maloney is going to send it. And he is through on
Keep focus on our race.
Lance Stroll. It's P7. Colapinto continues to use his battery. 1.8 just needs to survive that long straight. Can Maloney get to Yuki Tsunoda here?
Full overtake available.
Not going to have much battery on that start-finish straight though, are we? Tsunoda. We just don't want Tsunoda to get DRS on Colapinto here. Maloney might not even get DRS on Tsunoda. Tsunoda pushing away, although he looks to have lost a bit of time there, Tsunoda. Through the castle section. Tsunoda has nearly got a second. Yeah, I think Tsunoda's going to survive. Battery has gone for Colapinto. Should be alright though, because I don't think Yuki's going to get DRS, is he? Oh, is Yuki going to get DRS? We're going so slow. What's happened? Yuki's flying. We're going to lose this, chat. We're going to lose this on the line. We're going to lose this on the line. Because Yuki out of nowhere.
That's Leclerc.
Oh, Yuki's going to get us on the line. No, Yuki Tsunoda claims P5 off us. Where did that pace come from? From Yuki. He saved all his battery for that last lap by the looks of it. Yuki Tsunoda absolutely flying. Where did that come from Yuki Tsunoda? But nonetheless, it's disappointing that we just jumped for P5, but it is a great double points finish. P6 for Colapinto and P7 for Maloney. At least it was Tsunoda beating us and not Lance Stroll. We do keep Stroll bogged down in P8. Yeah, Colapinto, so unlucky there. I pushed him that whole last lap because I thought, you know, he was just pushing, getting 2 seconds. But Tsunoda, within that last third of the lap, closed 1.7 to overtake. And Yuki claims P5, but it's P6 for Colapinto, P7 for Maloney. A full classification then. It's a Ferrari that wins it. Charles Leclerc very close from Russell. Looks like he might have got Russell on the line, or Russell was very close to him. Hamilton third, Max Verstappen fourth. Yuki Tsunoda up 16 places to P5. Colapinto up 4 to P6, but look at this. Zane Maloney started P20, up 13 to 7th. Lance Stroll up 3 to 8th. Fernando Alonso 9th, and Albon up 12th to 10th. So no, the Sauber didn't get in then to claim a point. No, Bortoletto missed out. But it shows you what a topsy-turvy race, an instant pack race it was by how many places have been gained up and down the grid there. Drivers' Championship then, what has that done? It's a good day really from Russell because his closest competitors in terms of Hamilton and Verstappen, he scores more points than them. So his gap is now 32 points the lead over Hamilton. Verstappen third, Leclerc fourth, brings himself back in contention. Perhaps he's what, 53 points off there? So yeah, still a chance with I think 6 races to go, but George Russell looks like he might become world champion this year. No worries, Natty. See you next time, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Oscar Piastri, Lando, and Norris 5th and 6th for McLaren. Antonelli crashed out. He's in 7th. Long way off his teammate. Yuki Tsunoda, as we saw, flying down the straight there. P8. Alonso's P9 in the championship. Zane Maloney stays P10, but Franco Colapinto is now up to P11 and just 9 points off his teammate. So very closely matched between our two drivers, dropping Albon down to 12th, and then Stroll, Gasly and Sainz, the only other point scorers this year. And the Constructors' Championship, Ferrari getting close now, aren't they? Looks like it's going to be their Constructors' Championship, mainly down to Antonelli not being able to match George Russell. So Mercedes second. McLaren score no points this weekend. That opens the door for Red Bull to challenge them for third. Red Bull might even have a chance of second. So a good chance there. Aston Martin remain in fifth. We're now just 4 points behind them. So we may be able to challenge for fifth in the championship this year. Williams stays seventh. Alpine eighth. RB ninth. Sauber and Haas yet to score.